Hello, my name is Ray, and the channel's name is Ray Tales. This is my Waterdeep Dragon Heist Campaign Diary, Session 13. As the session opens up, the party is in the Great Hall of Growlin Villa. They have just killed a few Zentarum fighters being led by Urstel Floxen. The party hears fighting coming from upstairs. Some of the party members wanted to search every room in the villa before heading upstairs. Others thought the first floor of the villa would only contain dead house guards and employees. So the party rushes upstairs to the sounds of fighting. In the upstairs foyer, the party sees three Zentarum thugs fighting with four veterans of House Growlin. The veterans are protecting a double set of doors to the east. There is also a single door which leads to the south. The party quickly dispatches the Zentarum invaders, and the House Growlin guards seem appreciative, but are suspicious of the characters at first. Some of the party members settle around the door to the south when it is opened, and a large, heavy-set man with scarring on the right side of his face appears. He attacks the PCs, and after a brief fight, the PCs kill the heavy-set man known as Urstel Floxen. PCs try to talk to Lady Yala Growlin through the door, where she was holding up. She wouldn't answer their questions, and all she would say is, "You are trespassing on my property. The city watch is on the way." After several attempts to have a conversation with her, they finally gave up and leave the premises. The veterans who were blocking the door give an appreciative sign to the party before the party heads downstairs to leave. The party makes their way back to the tavern, where they discuss the night's events and eat dinner. The party then takes a long rest. On the morning of the 19th of Marpenoth, the City Watch visits the resident of Shenanigans, Inc. Anvil answers the door and is confronted by Seth Cromley and Barnabas Blastwind. The two City Watch members ask a series of questions to the party. The party answers with half-truths. Eventually, Anvil loses his temper and kicks the City Watch out of their home. The Watch members take their leave. In my opinion, this was a funny moment in the campaign because Anvil is being played by a real-life police officer. And he got frustrated with the questioning and how it was going, and they weren't really believing, the City Watch members were not believing much of what the party was saying. The PCs decide to investigate the House of Inspired Hands. On their way to the temple's entrance, the party is attacked by a mechanical bird thrown by a humanoid shape perching on the rooftop. The bird misses its target before crashing and breaking on the ground at the party's feet. Varen the ranger picks up the pieces and sticks them in her pouch. Inside the temple, the party sees inventions on display, such as flying machine, a miniature model of a red submarine shaped like a manta ray called the Scarlet Marpenoth. There are several other inventions, like Binger's clockwork shield. The shield is made of many cogs with armor plating that allows the shield to shift plates around for different configurations. It makes a constant whirring sound as cogs are constantly moving. In the center of each cog is a cap shaped like a forging hammer. The party is approached by a bronze dragonborn named Valletta. Once the party mentions the Nimblewright, or tells her about the bird that attacked them, she takes them to Nim, a Nimblewright that was a gift to the temple by a Lantanese wizard. Valletta takes the party to the attic. The attic door has a new lock on it that Sadek easily picks it to unlock it. After a brief conversation with Nim, using Valletta as a sign language interpreter, the party discovers Nim created a companion Nimblewright who escaped in a confused state a month ago. Nim hasn't seen the other Nimblewright since that night. Nim also gives the party a Nimblewright detector to help track the other Nimblewright. After a brief training session using the Nimblewright detector, Valletta offers the PCs 500 gold pieces and one each of non-magical inventions that were created by the members of the church if they destroyed the rogue Nimblewright when they found it. Some of the party members balked at destroying the Nimblewright, but Valletta was pretty adamant about, in order to get the money, they're going to have to destroy the Nimblewright. The Nimblewright's considered property, and not a living creature. So there is no issue here, according from her point of view. No matter what the PCs think, they can have their own opinion, but from Valletta's point of view, the Nimblewright is a machine, and it needs to be destroyed. The session ended with an agreement to allow Karn's familiar Hootie to carry the detector while flying around the city. The party will follow along while Karn views through the Hootie's senses. And this is where we'll pick back up on the 19th of Marpenoth for session 14. I want to thank you for watching this video and getting a little insight into our adventures. I primarily do these videos for the players, and I don't know if there's any value that random people watching get out of this. If you do, put something down in the comments, and I'll take a look. If there's anything, I don't know, if you want me to improve these diaries to make it more usable for other people instead of just a medium for me to communicate with my players, let me know that too. Otherwise, I want to thank you for watching, and check back in for the next installment.